Hi Adam, it's great to be back here at ULEMCo. When we were here last time we were speaking to Chris about the projects around hydrogen combustion vehicles, but we loosely touched on fuel cell projects that ULEMCo are working on. So it'd be great to hear from you what those projects are and what ULEMCo sees in the future with fuel cells.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the past year or so I've been working on the Higher Power project, which is to develop 3 fuel cell range extended vehicles using the Toyota fuel cell. So in order to get a bit more of an understanding of that Toyota fuel cell, we've set up a test rig in our workshop so we can develop the control system and also learn a bit more about the characteristics of how the fuel cell runs, including the pressure regulator that was supplied to us by Pressure Tech.
Okay, so that's interesting. So as I understand it, you've got a static rig to test the fuel cell away from a vehicle to better understand how to integrate it when that phase of the project comes. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So we can develop the control system and the sensors and actuators on the test rig, which all helps us aid the integration into the vehicles at the end of the project.
Okay, yeah, I'm really glad that Pressure Tech have been able to be part of that project as well and supply some components. So I know we supplied the Auto 438 regulator, so it'd be good to understand why specifically that regulator was suitable for that project compared to others, for example.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we needed something that was certified for road use, and also we had to meet the specific requirements of the Toyota fuel cell, such as the pressure and flow requirements.
Right, okay. So EC79 was required for this project because they're road-going vehicles, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you said there's 3 different vehicles. So what are those vehicles underneath the high power project? Yeah,
so the first vehicle is a fire engine, which we're developing with our partners at Emergency One. So we're taking the EV0, their base electric vehicle, and working with them to develop the fuel cell range extended version. So we're basically putting our tanks and fuel cell and our hydrogen kit on the roof of the body of that vehicle, and that acts as a range extender and effectively charges the vehicle's high voltage batteries when it's going out and about and doing its jobs.
Okay, so that's interesting. So essentially with a range extender sort of technology then it's recharging the vehicle as it drives?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. It's providing energy in the form of a hydrogen fuel cell which generates electricity, and that will charge the vehicle as it's going around.
Okay, and so why would an otherwise fully electric ambulance, for example, require a range extender?
So one of the best things about having the fuel cell range extender on board is it diversifies the energy on board. So you're not requiring the heavy batteries to fulfill all of those energy requirements, and also the faster refueling times means that you can refuel the hydrogen tanks in 5 minutes as opposed to hours to charge up a battery.
Okay, so it means that ambulance, rather than being on standby for say 4 hours whilst it recharges its batteries before it can go out and do emergency response, it would instead only be 5-10 minutes whilst it refuels with hydrogen? Exactly,
yeah, and it also gives that peace of mind, when it's out and about, that it's got that backup store of energy where it can go out and do another job or a couple of jobs on the run instead of having to come back and recharge and then go out.
Yeah, okay, so so that's for the ambulance. And you mentioned there was three vehicles in total. So what are the other 2 vehicles?
So yeah, so we're doing the fire engine first, and then the next vehicle will be a utility truck-sized vehicle, which can have various applications, and then the third vehicle will be the ambulance. It's a second prototype, taking the learnings from the Zero project, which we did a few years ago, which was showcased at COP26. Right. And we're kind of taking that learning, productionising that technology into the ambulance.
Okay, that's really interesting. It sounds like you guys are really busy with fuel cells, the integration, and which is really good. So thanks for telling us about that.
Thank you.